Hello. I figured y'all needed a place to check in. The safe space, so to speak. Right, Andy? Like, holy fuck, is it safe to come out? Oh my god. Everybody got their flak jackets and helmets on? Boy, they are so big mad. Trying to go to everybody on panel. Oh, you can make videos but not take links. Well, yeah, no shit. They don't want you to get the fucking revenue for it, bitch. Duh. Nobody gonna go up there and give you the show you so badly desire. You think you playing with the rookies? You playing with the big boys now. Oh, hell. They're not just going to come click your link because holy cheese and crackers, it's totally slid off, hasn't it? JC, it was so bad I had to put it on pause and go get a pack of cigarettes. I had to run to the gas station to go get cigarettes, and I ended up buying a pint of Ben & Jerry's just so I'd have something for when the fucking shit kicks off again. Oh, but it's really good. It's called Dirt Cake. Yeah, I better get some snacks. Snacks for later. Oh, jeez. Made him so mad. So mad. Oh. It's a vanilla pudding ice cream. Oh, it's really good. And it's got like a chocolate ganache, and on top of the chocolate ganache is the chocolate cookie crumbles. And yeah. So yeah, I had to put a pause on it. I was like, damn, there's not enough snacks in my house for this shit. I'm running out of cigarettes. Oh, listen, go get her. I think everybody needs to have another one. Burning it down, burning it down. Oh, dude. I just thought it was funny. Well, Frank can make videos. Dude, Frank's going to make videos every time you talk about the $500. It's not it's not rocket science. Okay, so here it is. Jeez. It's dirt cake. Vanilla pudding ice cream with chocolate sandwich cookie swirls topped with a chocolatey ganache and chocolate cookie crumble. I'm telling you, this is so good. Oh, it's so good. Dude, she was pouring gasoline, and fucking her and B. Tim were running around the house with fucking sparklers. They were just like pouring that fucking gasoline everywhere. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. What? Hooves? I don't even know who this hostile Hooves is. Bitch, you've talked to him on Toasty's panel before. I think he's even come up on your panel once or twice. With Toasty. Right, they're begging for Toasty to fight with them. So if there were much other bigger legal bills, then why didn't Toasty have B. Tim cover that one? And why is it now Toasty was crying and couldn't figure out how they were going to pay the money? Huh. And what you guys do to Toasty's channel? Do you guys do the same thing to Toasty's channel you did to mine? Questions that some of us are like, what the fuck? Hey, Giselle. Like, what the fuck? Do you really think it was a dumpster? Do you really think it was the flaming dumpster image now? Do you guys really think it was the flaming dumpster image? Or... I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that, Doodles. No. I don't have to leave till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, hey, Tripper. What? I got the laundry done. Maybe. That's going to have to hang there. Okay. Yep, laundry's done. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's something inside one of those. I don't know what that is, though, but that's not my problem. Okay. I'll set that big ass basket of laundry up there. I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that either. It's easy to say that when somebody's channel's gone and say that it's out there. Provide the clips. How about this? Show the fucking court order. How about that? Show the court order. You have access to it. Shut everybody down. Show the court order. You got access to it. Show the court order. Stop everybody in their tracks. If this is really what it is, seeing as how you refuse to show receipts and you say that there's a court order, show the court order. Oh, what? Next you're going to say you can't show the court order? Really? Show us the order that says you can't show us the court order then. Doodles, because it wasn't about that. She won't because she can't, because it's not the truth. Maybe she didn't know the whole story at the beginning, Doodles, kind of like I didn't until I had to have a whole bunch of research done. Had to have... why would her friends say that she lied because she was being bugged by B. Tim? I believe she was lied to as well. Hey, Leo. Whatever. Listen, we're not the same. Oh, yes? What did he say? Tell us, Tripper. There's all kinds of little nuggets in there. You really should go back and listen to the rant. Right, while it was ongoing. While it was ongoing, there was nothing. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I go with the DA. I'd probably do the Attorney General. Because nobody out here on YouTube is going to be able to get you the resolution you're looking for. Well, yeah, Toasty was lied to the whole entire fucking time. I feel bad for her, but sorry. I mean, you can't hold a snitch to their word. You just can't. Sorry, you can't. Nah, don't hit the thumbs up. It's fine. I don't need it hit. No. But it sounds like the straw that broke the camel's back healed overnight. So, good thing Chasing grounded me and sent me to my room. I don't think so. I don't know. Don't know. But I do have a total now for Birdie's fundraising. We raised $200 for Birdie. 200. You were being nosy watching the shit show? So I will give that to her dad tomorrow. It did. Yes, and I should be back home on Wednesday. This should just be a short hitch for him. So I should be back home on Wednesday, which means I'll have enough time to do some work for next week's farmers market. Mm-hmm. It's just going to get better from here. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. Everything but the damn revenge ship bracelets sold. Can you imagine that? Those stupid ass bracelets. Still not selling. Hey, listen. Bree, that's not our problem. So today I am working on, these are just a sublimation blank. Bracelet Gate 2026 and the fuckers aren't selling. Imagine that. So these are like what I make my business cards on. I am doing this one right here, and they're little non-verbals. They're little non-verbal cards. So, and the plumbers here are still working too. So excuse any odd random sawing sounds that you hear coming from the basement. They're redoing the plumbing lines. Anyway, so my thought was, if I made a dozen of these before school starts and got them to the special ed teachers, then they can get them district approved, and there can be a whatever. Isn't that cool? And then I also have bag tags. So for the nonverbals that are maybe in a stroller. Oh, nice, Reality. I saw what you said earlier, yeah. So these are bag tags, and I'm going to do one side with Spanish and one side with English on it. And then they have so then they can be fastened to something. And these are the bag tags. So then they can be fastened. So like if they're in a stroller, if they require a wheelchair, something like that, then this would not be lost. It could also be put on a bag. It could, you know what I mean? And then you would have this little. Yep. I was thinking about lanyards too. Yep, absolutely. And then for. Yep. Yep, I was thinking about those too. What, Leo? Over here doing big things, right? We don't give two fucks. You gave. But don't make promises. Know your fucking laws in your state when you make promises. And watch your dollar amounts. Oh, 2 years, 3. This is hugely important, Leo. This is huge. We have a population of children that are nonverbal. Just because they're nonverbal, oh my God, reality is over here doing research as we speak. Well, look at you coming in with the facts. Just because you're nonverbal doesn't mean that you're not part of society. You communicate in other ways. And I think that the sooner we learn how to embrace that and make reasonable, easy accommodations and exceptions, it's going to make it a little bit easier for the younger generation to transition and assimilate, because that's what we want, right? Our whole goal is to take the ones that are differently abled and get them to be mainstreamed where they can be a functioning part of society. If that means that I have to take my sublimation toys, yep. I mean, that's just my thought anyway. Listen, if it helps and it helps one kid, then it's a success. If a school district says no, then okay, cool. It's not for your district. Doesn't mean that it wouldn't work for a parent. So I was also thinking maybe we do have a population like after a stroke. Sometimes the brain is affected and verbal communication skills are not at the greatest. We also, where I live, we have a large population of adult delayed and adult developmentally disabled. So, well, and I don't know about where I would find those. Yep, and that's kind of the in I already have, Remy. No, honey, I was showing them the nonverbal sheets that I'm making. Here, hang on. Let's see. Remember the little tags that you saw yesterday and you were like, oh, those are blah, 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 and you listed off the initials? Hang on. They're far enough down in my camera roll that I gotta scroll for a minute. Like these. My thought is that if it helps a little bit, and I've got those bag tags, so I can easily. My thought was small and portable. So think parents taking their kids to the fair, but it's hot, it's sweaty, and child is starting to have a meltdown and they can't get them to communicate. iPad's dead, there's no charger. You could have one of these stored in your wallet or clipped on your bag and pull it out and be able to work through the rough moment. That was kind of, I was trying to think of something that would be easily, it didn't have to be displayed all the time. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about like, if for like moms, dads, and other family members, they could easily be like the metal business card. But if it were for the child specifically, do it on the bag tag. The bag tag's going to be a little bit bigger. Makes sense? That way, you're also protecting dignity. And it's not like, hey, look, special ed, special ed. Um, yeah, that was something I was thinking about, Remy or Brie, because they have stuff like that. Yep, and that's exactly what this one has on it, Rem. Um, and I've got them in English and Spanish. We do have a large Spanish speaking population. So, like, this one's a square one. And it's got all of that, like the little buttons at the bottom. And then they're both then I've got them in both English and Spanish. So I thought English on one side, Spanish on the other, just in case. Because what happens if a mom has, like, there's another, okay, so say you have two special needs moms out, and one notices the kid's having a meltdown, can't get through to them, and they have one of these cards. Yep. So just one of the little things that I've been thinking about. You know, when you have loved ones that have family members that are nonverbal, or I have a cousin whose little boy didn't talk until he was like 7. And my thought was, for like, sometimes you want to go into the mountain. Maybe there's not cell service. Yep, the low tech. That was my whole thought. What if it's on a school activity? What happens if the power goes out? What are you going to have? Well, and that could be the nonverbal doesn't mean no voice. You don't think we should leave that on there? It's easily taken off. So, originally, you want to know how it got started? Ouija boards. Absolutely, Leo. Yep, it can be hooked on a backpack. Could be slid into a wallet. I thought about that too. Make it a playing card. I thought about a puzzle piece. Hmm. These Ouija board designs, Remy. Originally, I was going to make little Ouija board bag tags. These fucking Ouija boards are what inspired me. Originally, I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cute to have a business card sized Ouija board? Wouldn't that be funny as hell? So that was my thing, was wouldn't that be funny as hell, and just have a little business card uh sized Ouija board for, my whole thought was, you're out at the bar and you're thinking about your buddy that passed away, and you were smart enough before they passed that you set up a code word with them so that, when you do get that shit faced and think that they might be communicating with you, you can, whip out your Ouija board and then start seeing if they tell the code word or not. Oh, Leo, that's so sweet of you. So, yeah, that was my whole thought on it. And like I said, it got started because of the little Ouija boards. Whoops. Because there was a boatload of Ouija boards. And then I got to thinking, I've got these bag tags. Now, these work good as ID badges for employees, but I don't have anybody that I'm making employee ID badges for. And the bag tags are really not, they're kind of big. They're a little cumbersome. They're the MDF. I think if they were not MDF, thank you, that girl. But that was my whole thing, Remy. I was looking, originally when I thought about it, I was looking at these keychains because they're metal. And I thought that would be such a good thing to have. It's on your keychain. You're welcome, Remy. We have, so our differently abled, well, I don't know. Because I'm afraid that with these keys, it's not going to be big enough. I am going to try one. But I don't know if it would be big enough. So that's why I was thinking the bag tag with this. And we now have, oh, there we go. And the crafty ones can make shanks. That'll work. And then I got to thinking about, school safety, and you don't want your kid's name on your backpack. So then, and you don't want to display that your kid's nonverbal. What if your kid it just doesn't speak, but has all the other functions? And they want to walk home. Kids walk home all the time. There's in every neighborhood, there's an elementary school. So then my thought was these metal business cards. Well, they're really thin, and I could see those getting bent. And how would you do that with those? But I did order some of these. So my fear was with this, it would be too small. And then my thought was to go for one bigger because of dexterity issues. That would be, they do have little fingers, but that might not be good for dexterity. But portability, that's perfect, right? Because you end up with a key ring. So, and Remy, that was something else that I thought of. You could easily do something like that. Again, though, you want to be careful for safety. Maybe you can clip it inside of a backpack. Just our special ed population is growing here in this state. It wasn't a thing before. There wasn't, I think the most that they ended up having to do was some reconfiguring years ago because we had a student that was in a wheelchair. Yep, belts, pant loop, anything. And then it's not going to just come off. I don't know. I just started thinking about that. And then talking to the teacher yesterday, I had several questions because wondered if it would even be something that they would like. Yeah, that would work too. I mean, you could, hell, these could be put on a lanyard. They could be put on anything like that. It was just a thought. Just a thought. I mean, you don't have to. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? You know, that's kind of smart too. Like the lighter leashes. Yes, kind of. Yes. Yep, the like the badge reels. That's what they're called, is a badge reel. Yeah. Like I said, I was thinking low tech and easy to use. Okay, what happens if you have a kid on vacation? I mean, that. Anyway. Ooh, and I did find this design today. Badge reel. Yeah. Because I used to always break mine. I really like this one. Bad girls have more fun. Do I smell children? This one's a really cool one for recovery. I was thinking either a journal or a tumbler, because it would wrap all the way around and you get to see all the different sides of it. And then we got senior football. So yeah. Let's see if I can make this big enough that y'all can see it. Let's see. There. It's just got the very basics on it. And then add to page. Because the other thing I have, of course, you know me, I can't just have, here's one. And this one is in Spanish also. It's kind of what I was thinking, Remy, was to get this too, because some kids are going to have new paraprofessionals. I mean, our school starts the end of the month, so some are going to have brand new paraprofessionals to them. And then I've got these great big signs, these great big metal ones. So technically, a great big large one could be made as well. And it has screw mounting. It could be mounted. So like this could be like a no parking, tenant parking only type. They're great big. So that was originally what I thought. And then I was like, oh shit, those are going to be really, really big. So then I thought, well, what if there was, like, that would work someplace like a lunchroom, the gymnasium, something big like that. Anyway. I also don't see assholes out here doing anything like this for their own community or getting involved in things like this. I mean, there are some. Trust me, there are some, and those are my kind of assholes. Well, thank you, Leo. Um, I did ask if there may be some that don't have school supplies. If they don't have school supplies, I've asked the teacher to let me know. And then I also asked the teacher to let me know if there are some kids that would fall through the cracks otherwise that may need some supplies. So I have taken that on, which isn't a big deal. Haven't got to buy school supplies in a while. It's been a couple of years since we've done anything like that. My thought was maybe we could find a couple and then make some of these custom covers, which is what I should really be sitting here doing instead of jacking my jaws. But you know what? Who cares? Let's see. Here, you can see some of these covers. Oh. So. Hey, Leo, come back anytime. You know where we're at. So some of those might be cool. I don't know what these little things are. They're fucking kind of creepy, but they're kind of cool looking. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Oh my God, is that what he was selling? Is that what those are? Oh my God, don't. No, we can't. Nope. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Fuck. Okay, pivot, pivot, pivot. I really want to do that as a wind spinner. Anyway, I've got even more on my camera roll. Oh, JC. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, though. I thought that one was kind of cool. This one, that's kind of cool. Little Lisa Frank looking, right? Can't live out west and not have a cowgirl one. Can't have a girl one and not have a boy one. It's okay, JC. We all make stupid choices. Gotta have some glitter on the cowgirl ones. I'm gonna order some of those holographic vinyl. I do Canva. I use both. Dog Mom, I use both. I use both on. Lately, I've been figuring out that I don't have to put it into Design Space. I deleted the Design Space from my machine. I screwed up. And so I've been printing directly from. You can print directly from Canva. Hey, Ange. It's just all the way down at the bottom. So now that I've learned that I can print directly from Canva, I don't even hardly I don't even have Design Space on my machine. So I don't even have it on there. I took everything off of here because I took everything off because it needed to update to Windows 11. Yeah, I didn't know that you could do that either. And then that girl and I were talking one day and she's like, well, why don't you just print it from Canva? And I'm like, you can't do that. Every time you hit print, it wants you to buy it. She's like, have you clicked the three dots and scrolled down? And I'm like, no, why would I do that? They're just trying to sell you stuff down there. She's like, no, I honestly think the print button is down there. So that's when I looked one day and I was like, son of a bitch, she's right. However, here's my problem with Canva. Just like StreamYard, Canva's raised its price. It used to be $5.99 a month. It's now almost $20 a month. So, because I live very conservatively, I try to do everything that I can. And then I wait and I'll save up a whole bunch of projects until it's actually cost effective for me. If it's something like for a job and I need 4 specific designs, I might pay the $3. No, these are my old glasses. I just found them. I just found them. I knew that they were packed somewhere, or I figured that Birdie might have gotten off with them at the farm, but she hasn't done that in a long time. That's why I was really baffled at where my glasses were. And then I remember the day that I packed them, and they were in the pocket of that bag. And when I was packing for the craft fair. No, listen, it's not about that. It's about I don't use it enough to be able to justify the cost. Does that make sense? So, other than on rare occasions, because everything else that I do, I can do you can do magic layers and all of that. And then there's another, it's on my, I have it saved on Facebook. I have the post. There's a link that I can go to and I can edit almost any image. It's another one. I can't think of what it's called. I don't know what it's called because I always just go to that link. It's a saved post from one of the SVG groups off Facebook. You can find just about anything in an SVG group. And if you can't, all you got to do is ask somebody. And 9 times out of 10, they'll make it. And then they'll make it in every color, every team, all of that. Needing to close one eye. Make your font bigger on your phone. Going on. God damn that duck. Swear to Christ, this fucking duck. At least once a day I trip over the motherfucker. Oh my God, I just sounded like my mom. I just sounded like my mother. Oh, fuck. Ugh. This fucking duck. I swear to Christ. It's out to get me. It's been out to get me since it came home. No, I was actually really excited because I don't. It's really kind of funny. I don't have to. I don't wear my glasses a lot. Well, I was wearing them a lot when I first got them, and then I packed stuff, and then I just need it for up close. My distance vision is still okay. Some days are better than others. It's I have a problem with the blue dye, and one of my pills is blue. Oh my god. The minute I tripped over that duck, I heard my mother fly out my mouth. God damn that fucking duck. Yep, Nan just flew out my mouth. The air is so awful here right now. That's the plumber underneath the house. He's realigning pipes, and the air is so bad here right now. And we're under red flag warnings. No open burning. They closed the Bridger Teton National Forest, I believe. And they're talking about closing the rest of the national forest just because the fire danger is too bad. That's going to be problematic for some people. I don't know how they do that. Boy, the Idaho and Washington fires they're not settling down at all. That's pretty crazy. Have you seen any of that? They may have, Ange. Have you, like, how long have you had him? Have you called the office and told him you still can't see? Oh, JC, you're not telling me anything I don't know. We had the hottest July on record in 40, the hottest July on record and the hottest July in 40 years. Oh, I'm well aware of the heat wave that's been in. That air conditioner hasn't stopped making that sound. Bzzz. Mm-hmm. I was all excited. I found my glasses. I was like, cool, I can make the font on my phone smaller. You can just see the smoke hanging in the air here. Hey, buddy. Well, it's been rough out here. Be careful, dude. Like, they're calling for everybody's heads out here. Make sure you wear your flak jacket and your helmet. Carry 2 sticks of dynamite wherever you go. 3 grenades. Right, Ange, but if they screw up and they didn't make you the right prescription, then the maker can remake them at no cost to you. And in my best reality style, leave chasing alone. Chasing can't control people. It's one of the things I like about her. She might talk to you afterwards and give you a stern talking to and tell you that she's disappointed with you, but she doesn't try to control you. Absolutely. Nope, I was only grounded for yesterday. Today starts a whole new week. Look at the calendar. My punishment is over. It's a whole new week. Anyway. And you've been reading your book? Anybody been reading their book for tomorrow? It's the 10th tomorrow. We go to the farm. Good job. Oh man, that's funny. I swear I went to confession. Oh, I know what I got that I want to make for one of the... I want to make a burn book. And you can't have a burn book without a prayer book. You got to pray that they burn the book. And we can't forget, we got to do some Taylor Swift composition notebooks. We got that one. We got that one. I'm telling you, if I can figure this out, a little note from Taylor. If I can figure this out. Oh. These are the I haven't printed any of them off, but these are the files for them. Yeah. pretty sure that the all rights reserved is going to void everything on that, but I don't have to put that on the back. But it shows where the Highland cow came from. And for the boy sports fanatic, I really like these. Oh, yeah. Yep, I just ran out of time this last week. That's all. I just ran out of time. I did not make these ones that are coming up. I didn't do any of these ones. I don't know if I would print any of these other than for personal use. I would not market anything that says coach. I would not market any of that. What and I wouldn't market any of that personally if it were for like my own personal use, then I don't have a problem with it. But to sell it, I would never, I would not sell it. And I can't figure out why those horses kind of look like guinea pigs. Hip replacement? Holy shit. Well, that would explain the hip pain. For you bowling ladies. Oh, wow, Doodles. Anyway, like I said, pretty much here's the cool thing. If you can think of it, we can make it. Because if you can tell me about it, hey, Happy Feet, if you can tell me about it, we can put it into even Canva's AI and ask it to design it. So, or if you design it, you can get me the digital copy and it can be turned into whatever you want. Coffee mug, tumbler, bag tag, wind spinner, and a dozen million other things, because there's puzzles and mouse pads and pillowcases and people better be happy that I don't take some of the pictures I have and turn them into pillowcases. Start marketing those motherfuckers. But protecting anonymity for privacy's sake, right? Googly eyes and clown noses. On what, Brie? What's WA for you? Body pillows of anime spouses. Oh, for fuck's sakes. There is a market for everything. But you know what, you guys? I do like the QR code. Like, okay, so I do and I don't. Here's the problem. You can't lock a QR code. Sorry, my whole mind blipped when I looked back at what was on my computer screen. I apologize. It happens sometimes. It's been sitting back there milling because somebody said, I like that I can put a QR code. Here's my concern. You don't want that QR code public, because then anybody can scan it and get access to all of that information. Unless you design the QR code just to go to like your name, your phone number, but still, that's still information out there in a time when information is digital currency. You know what I mean? Does that make... Yeah, I think it does make sense. I need to stop second guessing myself. Hey, Oki. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't... Originally, when I was thinking about it, QR code sounded perfect, right? Oh, God, that just sounded so perfect. But the problem is that... Hello, stranger danger. Let's say they learn that information. They learn that. And then you've got a direct... I don't know, just weird. Right. Oh, Lord. Well, no, you can't reverse. But anybody that has a smartphone can scan the... Well, and you'll have to talk with them, because depending on what it is, I mean, she may have to go into short-term care for a minute if you can't, because it is a lot of. It is a lot. But I mean, look at Grandma was older and she did really well. Yeah, anybody can scan a QR code. Tablet, smartphone. So that wouldn't work. But QR codes, I was going to tell Remy, the having the printed out QR code was perfect for when it came time to pay. Yeah, she'd have her hip replaced. The way it was broken, it was either a replacement or a rod, and she chose the replacement. Yeah, the listen, if I had to have anything done, hip, shoulder, that's what I would go for. Was Yeah, it's not like what it used to be. No, it's not at all. Mm. I might have just closed the wrong window. Whoops. That would be nice, Doodles. Hey, Sinner, are you still in here? If you are, my thought is that if it's a court order, not to show anything. Like, we knew that it was an order during the ongoing proceedings, not to show anything. But if there is an actual court order, then why doesn't she just show it and shut us all up? If there's truly a court order that nothing can be shown, then why doesn't she just show it to us and shut up? And she can shut all of us up and all of us down right then, right there. No, no, you can make like, so I have a QR code that you can scan and it can take you right to a landing page where um, you can go, they'll take you right to my webpage for my crafts. Well, but that's also the difference between at 88, that's also part of that. I mean, Grandma was 85. Oh, I am too, Bear. I think that's exactly what reality told me before. I'm sorry, we did have this. My brain just keeps circling like four different thoughts. And I do believe she could have a problem with YouTube, unfortunately, because the way she did it and the way it's earmarked, a lot of people said for the lawyer fund, for the lawsuit, that's a donation, and super chats aren't supposed to be used as donations. You're not supposed to do that. It's very clear in TOS. And unfortunately, if Your channel got reviewed, and they found that because you've already been paid for it. Unfortunately, they can debit your AdSense, therefore putting it in the negative. And then anytime you earn money, it would just go to pay off the negative. Anyway, it becomes problematic all the way around. Not my problem, but it can become problematic all the way around. So listen, even if she just showed that she paid some on it, it would probably shut people down. But many of us believe that she didn't even pay a penny on it. Well, I wouldn't request it back because then that means that she has all of your information, and what's that going to lead to? I would go a whole different way. Well, she's got kids. She would be silly not to file taxes because that's a lot of money that she would be missing out on if she didn't file it. I wouldn't request it back. Mm-mm. I don't know. Mm. That's such a pretty car. Oh, she was big mad earlier. I had to turn it on. They were like goading people to click the link. Like BTM's listing off names. Nonsense. Like, she ain't gonna click your link. She ain't gonna give you the show you so desire. Crude AF. Hooves. FML. No. No. Those people aren't gonna give you what you desire. They're gonna make videos about you and torture the fuck out of you. I didn't give any money for it. Right. Doesn't mean that she got, like, right. Just because she has it doesn't mean that you're going to draw. I mean, if you ask for it back, it draws attention to who you are. If you just let it ride, it doesn't exactly draw attention to who you are. Unless she knows. Yep, I gave time. That's it. It'll be what it'll be, right? I think she was warned about this. I don't know. Not my issue. I just think it's kind of funny that clearly no loyalty. I mean, there you go, Talisa. Exactly. I kind of giggled as I went to go get my ice cream. Beats him. We're open panel. Yeah. Doesn't mean anybody has to give you the show you so badly desire. But you're giving them one hell of a show right now. But you are giving them a hell of a show right now. Yes, and that's kind of what I said too. I was like, oh. So 3 and almost 3/4. Well, but Doodles, that's in the protected information that she said she can't give. But that's in the protected information she said she can't give. No, I am too, Bear. Somebody lying on the internet? No, say it ain't so. No, I just remembered I had to flip it. Flip it. Flip it real good. All right, so let's see. How tall is this then? Oh, it's almost 2 1/4 inches tall. It is 2 1/4 inches tall, so we can make it a little bit bigger. Uh-huh. Well, and listen, Talisa, lesson learned, right? I mean, I don't know. I am too, Bear. I have very generous people around me. Um, they support what I'm doing when I'm doing things. Hey, Rhodey. Okay, so what about like, you got to remember there was 2 lawsuits with Betty plus a countersuit, Doodles. And 80 hours? That could have been 2 of those filings. So let's just say 50,000, right? There's 150,000 just in attorney work. I agree, a one-way street. And if you're really looking to give money somewhere, how about just go to GoFundMe or PayPal and just search whatever's out there and you can give to something like that rather than getting your. And you're smart. To each their own. I've got, yep, all of Betty's filings respond to each and every time she had to show up. I mean, you could easily make that at 200,000 just there. And then if you want her to believe, well, then the attorney got a restraining order against him. I don't see how that was her cost to fight. Sounds like that would be something the attorney would be. I don't see how he would roll that over onto her bill, but because that would be between the attorney and the plaintiff, but I don't know. I don't really think it's about whether she ripped someone off or not. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. I don't really think it's so much about ripping someone off. I think it may be about promises that were made, about receipts, and people are upset about that. I don't know. Listen, I can only speak for what I received information asking me if I had the ability to do anything. And I said, no, I don't. Nobody listens to me. Even when I say it in front of 1,000 people, they don't hear the good things. They only hear the bad things. So right. So Doodles. Well, Amy, you do believe she's lying to you? Because she is. And she did believe, or she did say in the very beginning that she would show receipts. Um, you can even see where Burnt Toast made a post about it. Check out Whistledown's community tab. That's that way. I'm glad you do, Doodles, because nobody else. Oh, well, you will be sadly proven otherwise, honey. I'm sorry to tell you, but okay. Yep, and that's exactly it. Show the court order then. You want us all to shut up? Show the court order. Again, it's another thing that she can't. So, not that hard. How about you just admit you don't want to? Not that you can't, not that the court ordered you not to. You don't want to. And B. Tim, stop sweeping. You're digging yourself a bigger hole, buddy. So if she's thrown the money in Crude's face, when's she going to throw it in Amy's face? I'm waiting for that one to happen. She threw the funeral flowers in my face when my grandma died. So, I mean, God forbid you try to be nice. Actually, that was the wrong way to say that. Don't accept kindness from that one. It'll get thrown in your face. Oh, it's okay, Delisa. It's okay. It does, Bob. Like, just don't accept kindness from anybody outside of your circle. Don't do it. Mm, they do. They do. B. Tim threw up the money that he sent me to. It's all good. Whatever. Well, for the dollar amount raised, you guys know that I saved them, I pressed them, and then they were used in August. It'll be a year ago Tuesday, because Tuesday would be her 89th birthday. So on her 88th birthday, we went to the park, we had pizza, we fed the goldfish, we walked across to the middle of the big scary fucking bridge, and we tossed the flowers into the water like we would have if the flowers were fresh. So I did the right thing with those. And I made memorial cards on those same little white business cards that we're going to make the... Oh, God. Yeah. Bob, that's the thing. And I'm sorry. It used to be like, I used to have that, like, don't summon me to a panel because I'll come right up. And now I'm like, nope. I got my own channel. I'll click live over there. I don't care what you have to say. No, I'm not. I am Two Bear. I'm just a walrus. I'm not creative. I'm a walrus. I'm an awful human with a vile mouth that's horrible and mean. What are you talking about? I don't do nice creative things. Listen, I used to think that when somebody... Oh, I know. I'm just teasing Doodles. I'm sorry. I used to think when somebody said my name, I had to go up. Like, oh, I was being flippant. Yes, I'm good, Doodles. No, honey. No, it's all good. I was grounded last night, though. Got sent to bed with no supper. I am Two Bear. You know what didn't sell at the craft fair at the farmer's market yesterday? Guess what didn't sell? The revenge ship bracelets. They didn't sell. Do you guys realize that is the fourth fucking time? I was wrong. I told somebody earlier it was the third time. Nope. I went back and looked in my books. The fourth fucking time I have had them displayed, and they haven't sold. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not one of her fucking bracelets. I'm so glad I am not sitting in a hot, smoky town park with a whole bunch of drunks wandering around, because this would be the third. Oh, here. I gotta move some things. I'm running out of space. Do I need to keep going? Because there's more. There's plenty more. The young girls down the way, though, they knocked it out of the park with their sales. Don't know. Okay. I have a plan for him, though. I'm going to try one more time. You know what they say. Fifth time's a charm. La da 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 da. Okay. Well, so what I thought about doing. No, we don't want the Canon. We want the Epson. Let's see. Hang on. That'll work. It's going to be a little bit small on that, but I still want to try it. Oh my God, Talisa, you're funny. All right. Let's pull the trigger, hit print. Yep, they're flipped. They're backwards. Listen, I figured out a plan. So I'll set them, I'll bring one more table to market, right? No, stop saying that word. I've decided that I'll bring one more table to market, and then I'll put Birdie's sign in front of it. And then this next week I will sell my stuff, and then do the bracelets for Bird. feline collars. Oh my god. Feline and tiny dog collars. I don't know. I would be afraid that the elastic would get tangled in the hair. Because it's that stretchy elastic. All right, so I am heating up the press. We're going to see if I can get these to work. Even if they're a little bit small for right now, at least one tester will satisfy my curiosity. Oh, son of a bitch. I guess it's... How many pages did I... No, you know what? There's other things that I can do with them. I am Two Bear. Maybe I need to give them to my niece's senior class. I have another niece's... I have another niece that's going to be a sophomore. Maybe I can give them to the sophomore class and they can sell them at the school store. I have a nephew. Maybe he's got some... I am Two Bear. No, it's eventually where I want to go to, but I'm not there yet. Yeah, this is not what I wanted it to print, and I screwed up. Oh boy. Look at how big that one is. And it's going to print one more that big too. Fuck. That's okay. Listen. It could go on a fan. Maybe... Oh, I don't think so. I think the fan is too small. Yeah. It's too small. I'll figure out what to do with those. It's no big deal. Well, it's sublimation paper doodles, and they're printed backwards. So it probably... I can put it on the big sign. It's fine. And this one's not putting anything out because I think it might have put the paper in backwards. Sometimes I amaze myself. It's amazing that I ever get anything done. 44 of you are either committed or really bored. So this one's printing halfway down on the paper. I have no idea what I did. I forgot to look to see if I had more pages than just the one that I wanted printed. I thought it was a one-page design, and apparently I've got it on 3. That's okay. The press is still heating up. It's fine. And somebody just got me ink the other day, so I've got plenty of ink. And I just found another package of sublimation paper, so we're good. We good. Oh, we should measure this, and I should try to make one of these little ones too while I'm printing shit. No, we need to do inches. No, turn the ruler over, dumbass. 2 1/4 by 1 and almost a half. What's between... You don't feel like reading subtitles right now? Well, I'm just rambling along while I'm trying to work. But it's What are we doing here? Why are we rolling? Okay. Why is there always one fucking fly in my house? You know what? This still, it would be okay on one of those big signs. I would still do it. But I can put those in my print file for later. I have an accordion file folder for when I fuck up when I'm printing. Because sometimes you don't need it that size, you need it another size. And then you'll go back. It's kind of, anyway. Oh, fuck. I need to work on the pizza thingies. I'm going to be up there this week. Back. Sometimes I suck. I let too many things fall off my plate. Okay. That's really big, but yeah, it would work for a fridge magnet. Fuck. I gotta get those done off. Okay, let me read this again. It's an inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, 2 1/4. Okay. 1.8. 2 point. Let's do 2.2, just because. Okay. And that made it how high? By 1.5. And that's, oh, fuck. Where'd it go? Damn it. Okay. That might be too tall. Stop moving. Oh my God. Did you hear Melissa tell Sinner, stop squirming? Oh my God. I giggled. I laughed so hard when she told him to stop squirming. Stop squirming. Okay, so I wasn't the only one. Okay, because, oh my God, it made me laugh so hard. Okay. Do any of the rest of you have a mental image for what some of these people look like, even if you have seen their photograph and know what they look like? Let that just stop. Don't immediately answer. Think for just a moment. When you hear somebody talking, do you have like an immediate mental image? Or do you think of what they... You're on our way to Spain. Okay. Welcome to the Hotel California. You can check out, but you'll never leave. Okay. So, Sinner and or Melissa, if you hear this, please do not be offended by what I'm about to say. You ever seen that movie, Ice Age? You ever seen that movie, Ice Age? You know Scrat at the beginning of the movie? That little critter that's always going after the acorn that causes all the fucking problems? Yep. That's the image that I have for Sinner and Melissa. Uh huh. Hmm. That's the image I have of Sinner and Melissa. That's not B Tim. Nope. And they were fighting over the acorn. Stop squirming. Yes, that was exactly. That was what it was. In my head, it was the little guy from the beginning of Ice Age, Scrat. I only know his name is Scrat because my sister Jessica's like, that's Scrat. He's really cool. I'm like, he's the causer of all the problems. He's not cool. He should have been eradicated. That's Scrat. Anyway, I don't think Sinner and Melissa should be eradicated, but that's what I pictured them when she said stop squirming. That was what I figured. Like it was like they were fighting over the acorn. Anyway, might not be as funny to you guys as it was to me, but oh my god, in that moment. It's a cartoon. It's a Disney movie. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't even realize that it's part of the movie because it starts right at the beginning. And it's this little critter. Yeah, I'm kind of a Dobie fan, but I do get it. Maybe not exactly Dobie, but Dobie's smarmy cousin, Brainy. But in the house elf species. Hmm. No, thank you. A prehistoric. See, I knew somebody smarter than me would be in here to tell me this stuff. Thank God Bree hangs around us. And she's full of useful knowledge. He's a prehistoric squirrel rat, hence Scrat. Oh my God, how did I not understand that? Because I get lost in the animation and I'm like, huh? Telling you, the younger generation, man, they know. I mean, not for Bree, but they notice everything. And these new ones, these Gen Alphas, fuck, they're a whole new species. Clearly we all do. Mm. Yeah, that's what this little generation that's coming up. I don't even know, like, there's something after Gen Alphas. The youngest is going to be a fifth grader this year. That's the Gen Alpha generation. They've grown up with AI and AI capabilities. It's kind of intriguing. They've grown up fully digital. Well, that's okay. How many little ones do you have interaction with, Ange? If it wouldn't be for his mom, I would know nothing about it either. Well, aren't we more and more like the Jetsons every day? The fuck was that? That sounded like something slithery. Lord. Okay, well, let's just stay away from that area. There you go, Ange. Yep. They are the digital pioneers. They were heavy. Okay, well, let's see if we can get this to work now. It's called Roomba. Was one click off. It's called Roomba. The Jetsons. Battery charged. Yahtzee. Okay. So, I learned this trick the other day. That's hot. Don't touch it. Gently touch that on there. And just gently touch that on there. And then, oh, look at that. You gently touch that on there, and then it makes the coating. There's a and it's a bitch to get off. It's fun, but it's a bitch. But that made that so easy. You just slide it on the top of your press for just a couple seconds. And then roll it. Look at how easy that... Damn. I have struggled for hell of a long, crazy time to get that off. Yes, her name was Rosie. Okay. So... Oh, geez. Kylie Jenner is 29 today. God damn it. All right. Where did it? There it is. And where'd my paper cutter go? All right. So... Nope, I got one a little bit smaller than the other. That's what she said. Okay, so if one is a little bit smaller than the other, will you fit on there? Motherfucker will. Wild. Okay. Your mother's not a whore. Nah. Good night, good night. Do you know what that's from? Good night. Good night. Oh, you know what? Oh. Who wears a lanyard every day? The teachers. What if this was sublimated on the back of their lanyard? Then every teacher had it. Interesting. Hold up. Right. I was thinking in school age, Doodles. Okay, so we are going to hold off and we're going to put it on the back of this other business card. So let me get the tape off my finger first. Let's put it back on the tape machine. Oh, my other scissors are still in the bag. All right, fine. We will cut that off. We will cut this off. Okay. All right, you ready? So we're going to come over here. Don't touch that. It's hot. You're going to be tempted to touch it. Don't touch it. It's hot. I got to put you down. Okay. So we're going to lay this on the brown paper. And then I'm going to fold the brown paper over so it makes a sandwich. Okay. It's in there. I'm going to fold it over. Okay. And it's image side. It's metal side down, image side up. Okay. Now we're going to slide it in there. And it's hot in there. So don't burn yourself, okay? All right. Keep your hands in the vehicle at all times. Do not reach into the press. Okay. So we got it in there. We're going to slide it back over. I'm working in minimal space, so I forgot to, we're going to hit the start button. I forgot to, pull it forward. And I got my tumblers. Doodles, you asshole. Okie dokie. All right. Reset. All right, it's hot. Hold up. Wait a minute. Slide that over here. I don't know if I got the right time and temp. I just went off of the last one that I had set up, and it sublimated the other stuff so nicely. So I'm going to cross our fingers that this one did too. All right, you guys go there. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit. Oh. Look at how vibrant that is. Okay. Gotta let it cool down a little minute. So I could have made it a little bit longer, or I could have recentered the design on it a little bit better. But the colors are perfect. So these I think are a little bit different. This is how you know you did good, when there's very little color left on your paper afterwards. So I could have gone a couple more seconds, but all right, let's try again. You know what? It might help. Let's try this. I know the graphic designers are like, measure that. No, fuck you. No. Go bother somebody else. I know it's probably going to be off kilter again. That's fine. It's a tester. It's just satisfying my curiosity. As far as I'm concerned, I made it to second. Because they dropped the ball. Oh, damn. You guys are bound and determined to end up in my lap today. I promise you, it's not as comfortable as it looks. All right. Okay, you ready to do it again? Okay. So we're gonna stick it in there. Metal side down. Whoops. Metal side down. Print side up. Make your sandwich. I'm gonna hold on to that because I don't want it to slide into that shit. Come over here. Open it, swing it away. Slide it in very cautiously. And hit start. So 360 degrees for 60 seconds is... listen, they're just a tester, and it's just a tester. And even so, with all the shit going on, I wouldn't answer who they're being made for or why. Because they'll just try to destroy something. Go ahead. I've already forewarned them about you. I'm like, oh, if on the odd chance that YouTube happens to find you, and she's like, yeah, social media is a nightmare. It is. It's okay. All right. This 10, 9, 8. I got to get my little hot glove on. I'm just doing these to hand to a lady so she can... helping somebody with an idea. And we brainstormed a whole bunch of ideas. Okay, so see, that still stayed very bright. There's no major ink on that. This still stayed very bright. Hot. Hot. Yahtzee. Ah. Yay. Now I know to make 2 little adjustments on both of those designs. Or, yeah, I would take that and make them wider. But this one came out a lot better than that side. Look at that. Just on a little business card. Just a little metal business card. And if that is a ID badge, still going to be about the same size. And these actually are still pretty good size for little fingers if you think about it. I have tiny pinkies, so that's what I was thinking. I know, right, Ange? Whatever. Cool. And I made that. And you guys watched. You saw how it happened. Took the design from Canva, from a digital format. Ow! God damn it, that's hot. Don't touch it. Back! I just touched it. Ow. Ow. That press was hot. Hot. Huh. Oh God, it's awful in here. I know, it stinks in here, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to move that fan. Sublimation stinks. It smells like something's burning. It's not. It kind of smells melty. It kind of smells burning. And it puts smoke in the air. I need to turn the fan around so it blows it the other direction. And I wonder if the bathroom fan is on. I might need to open the window too. For just a little bit. Bathroom fan is on, but we'll crack the window. Anyway, it's been fun. I'm at 20%, so I'll have to get off of here. But it's been fun playing together this afternoon. Thank you for hanging out. And I hope you feel a little bit better and maybe feel like you're a little less compressed. You feel a little decompressed. Before we go, everybody, okay. Let's take a couple big deep breaths. Into the nose. All the way to the toes. Blow that fucker out. Let's remember to loosen those shoulders from our ears. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Yeah, I'm always telling you this. Release the shoulders from the ears. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. All right. You should be reset. You're welcome. You should be reset now. Go forth and prosper, my children. You are absolved of all your sins. Service is over. I'll see you sinners next week. Thanks for playing. I'll see you guys. See the rest of you the rest in the morning. That's fine. You're fine. Come on. All right. See you later. Bye.